Good morning, students. In today's video, let's discuss the chapter Chief Seattle's speech. Chief Seattle was a public leader and the chief of the Native American people, and he was a member of the Squamish tribe and was a prominent figure among his people. The American city of Seattle is named after him. He is specially known for a speech which he delivered in the year 1854. The original speech was delivered in his native language, Lissassheed, and was then translated afterwards. This speech was a response to the American government's land treaty to buy native lands and was proposed by the then governor of Washington, who was Isaac Stevens. This speech is actually quite an irony, but in the favor of the ecological responsibility. Ecological responsibility as in responsibility towards nature and respect of Native Americans' beliefs, traditions, and their land rights. It is considered to be a very powerful speech and a request for respect of Native American rights and their environmental values. In this speech, Seattle openly criticizes white people's attitude and their developments which affects the nature, which was affecting nature in a very harmful manner. At the very beginning of the speech, Chief Seattle expresses his concern over the environmental degradation and its possible impact upon human civilization. He says that if immediate measures are not taken to preserve and protect nature, then the human civilization might have to face severe consequences for it. Then he talks about the proposal which was sent by the white chief, the then governor of Washington, and he says that it was really kind of the white chief to send them greetings of goodwill and friendship, because he knows that the government was in no need of the natives' friendship in return. Then Chief Seattle talks about the miserable condition of his people, and he remembers that at one point of time his people filled the entire country and now there are only a few of them left. For this condition, he blames the white people for forcing their way into the native lands. According to him, the white people consider themselves to be superior and do not respect the tribal people's land rights and their cultural values. Seattle then says that the president has offered to protect the native women, the children, but Seattle doubts if that ever be possible or not. According to Seattle, there are a lot of cultural differences between the white Americans and the native red Indians, the native American people. And they are very different from each other in many ways, in terms of their religion, in terms of their values, in terms of their respect for their ancestors. According to him, the white people have received a lot of care from God, whereas the Native Americans have not. According to him, the Native American people live very close to nature, while the white Americans do not have any love or respect for nature. He then says that to the tribal people, the ashes of their ancestors are very sacred, and they keep on visiting their resting ground to show their respect for them. But for the white people, they have no such feelings and respect for their ancestors, because they live far away from their graves. And according to him, the white people don't seem to love the world anymore after they die, but the tribal people, their souls continue to revisit this land even after their death. In the end, Chief Seattle says that he might agree to the government's proposal, but on one condition, which was that his people, the Native Americans, must be allowed to visit the resting grounds of their ancestors. And he wants the president to be kind and towards his people, to be kind towards his people, and he believes that death was just a change of worlds, and if the natives were ill-treated, then the revenge will be taken by the souls. Now let's discuss the themes that are present in the speech. The first one is obviously environment, love towards nature and our responsibility towards nature. The second is the different ways of being. The different ways of being of the red Americans and the white Americans, their cultural differences, their attitudes, the difference in their attitudes toward attitude towards nature, their ancestors towards this land, and of course we have politics and power and religion in this speech. So I think that's it for this speech, and see you in the next video. Until then, take care.